think it's a little dark, don't you? Oh, no, it's okay. Okay, so I think, wow, you do look a little, you're glowing, Brooke, you're glowing. Okay, anyway, hey guys, so happy Self-Care Sunday. Today we are going to be doing a kind of get to know you Q&A. Some of you guys had some great questions that a few of you did YouTube questions right on the comments, and then a lot of you did more on direct messaging and Instagramming me. So yeah, so I have two little helpers here, hi. Chloe and yeah. And so these little girls are going to be asking the questions, and I'm going to be giving you the answers. Okay, and we'll go back and forth so you guys look at the time to take turns, right? How's it sound? Okay, awesome. First question.
What drives you to keep going when you feel lost and unmotivated?
Okay, what drives me to keep going when I feel lost and unmotivated? Definitely, I would have to say these little people right here, right? Like one of the things that even like really started this whole journey was me like just being afraid that, you know, my weight was going up. I was hitting almost 300 pounds, and I was really worried that I wasn't going to be here for these little people, right? I remember I started having chest pains and different things like that, and it was like, I need to kind of get this under control because I've got these people depending on me, and nobody else was going to be a mother to my children. You know what I'm saying? So I just, yeah, for these little people, I wanted to be here. And then obviously there was other things like wanting to obviously feel better and look better and fit into different, you know, clothes and things like that. But definitely these were the driver right here, 1 and 2, number 1 and 2 for sure. Do you want to do the next one?
Where are you from?
Where am I from? So I was born in Waterloo, Canada. And I actually, my background though, so I was born in Waterloo, Canada. I lived in Ghana for about 5 years when I was young, and then came back to Canada in time for school. And my parents, they are both from Ghana, Kumasi to be more specific. And yeah, just west coast of Africa. What's next?
How old are you?
How old am I?
29.
That's it. I am 29, people. No, I'm not.
10 years old.
Yeah, so I am 39. Like I've even like, so this week, guys, I have found 3 gray hairs here, and there's like 1 or 2 up here. So like a total of 5 gray hairs in the last week. I'm not happy about that, people. I'm not happy about that. My sister was like, oh, maybe you'll get one of those, like, you know, like some people, they can rock it, right? Like they've got like a streak of gray right there. I don't know if I'll be so lucky. But yeah, so I am 39 years old. I'm going to be 40 in September. I know. Oh, what, you want me to dye my whole head gray?
No, I'm going to buy you gray hair, guys, so you can dye your hair gray because you're going to be turning 40.
Ah, thank you.
You're welcome.
You're so giving.
I know.
Okay, what else?
What do you do after a setback in your weight loss journey?
So if you guys have been watching my channel, so that's a really good question. So what do I do when I hit a setback in my weight loss journey? If you guys have been watching the channel, there have been many setbacks. And it's funny because I always thought, okay, you know what? My journey to lose 100 pounds, it's going to be straight. It's going to be focused. It's going to be like, bam, 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 bam. Every month I'm going to be losing like 10 pounds. And yeah, I should be able to lose 100 pounds over the course of like 10 months if I keep doing. It's not that way. Not that way at all. And for sure, there have been ups and downs and like sometimes like total derails and things like that. And what I do to try and like get back on is I really try and like just kind of reset, right? And trying not to feel guilty, trying not to, because before I was really super hard on myself, right? Like I would get so down and then I'd just give up. And this is before like I started working with Lisa Henry, who's a coach, but like allowing myself to recognize, hey, morning, Simone, how you doing? Just allowing myself to recognize that I'm not perfect. And this journey, again, it has its ups and downs and stuff is going to happen. And I've got to be okay to accept that, but then not like dwell in it to the point where I can't move, right? I feel like this whole journey, it's like your dips are almost like quicksand, right? So if you stay in that quicksand too long, you're going to go under, right? And you're not going to be able to get back up. So it's really about, making sure that when those dips happen, not guilting and not feeling super guilty about yourself and not putting yourself down and getting into that like kind of emotional and mental quicksand, and just being okay saying, yes, I recognize that I had a bad few weeks or days or whatever it was. Let's reset, right? All of that is in the past. As long as we're moving forward, I think that's a huge thing, right? Like, and at the end of the day, having lost like, 25 pounds to this point, it's still better than, and no, I haven't lost my 100 pounds, but like having lost my 25 pounds, I know that I've moved the needle from where I was last year in terms of gaining weight. And literally I was gaining like 2 to 3 pounds every month, right? Like it was ridiculous. So if I had kept on that path, I probably would have been well over like 300 and now I guess like close to 300. No, I'd probably say I'd probably be about 305 right now, which is like the fast track to a heart attack, right? So I'm not there. I'm not at my 100-pound goal loss, but I'm definitely better than I was before. And I think that's kind of the key, is just understanding that as long as you're moving in the right direction, it's going to take time to get to your ultimate goal. But as long as you keep moving that way and keep moving, ahead, that's really what we need to focus on. Next question, darling.
How long have you been married and how old are the twins?
I have been married for, no. Oh, well, no. It'll be 13 years in May 30th, right? So in like a month, which is kind of cool. And these little biddies, how old are you guys?
10.
Okay. So I know somebody asked if they're twins. Yes, they are twins. They are a whole minute apart.
I'm older.
By 1 minute, right? And and so these are my only 2 kids. I'm done.
No, please.
No, we're done. Yeah, they keep asking for like a baby brother or something like that, and I'm like, If you would have asked me though, like 2 years ago, I was totally down for it. I was like, Steve, we should try and have a boy. I always thought of naming, right? Yeah, I was always like, oh yeah, we should totally do it.
If you had a boy, you wanted to name it Logan. You decided to name it Logan.
Yeah, right. And so like, yeah, I just don't think I could go back now. Diapers and the chances are like, so hear this, okay? So women over the age of 35 of African descent who are overweight have like I think like it's something crazy, like a high percentage or a high chance of having multiples. And then if you've had multiples before, you have an even higher chance of having multiples. So where does that put me? That puts me with like triplets and probably having a heart attack. So that's not going to happen anytime soon. Sorry, babe. I know. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Anyway, what's the next question, guys? Oh, right here.
How is the scarring now after breast reduction?
Okay, so how is my scarring after reduction in 2000? Yeah, was it 2 years ago? No, maybe a year and a half. It was a year and a half.
Yeah.
So a year and a half ago. And yeah, like the scarring is pretty good, right? Like some of the sensations in like, you know, the, here we go. I know the kids are here, but cover your ears. No, in like the nipple area, it's a little like dull, if you will. Dun, dun, dun. But other than that, like the scarring's pretty good. I didn't get any keloids, which is, you know, prone to, you know, some people with black skin and that sort of thing. But overall, it's been really good. I got a question from somebody asking, like, do they grow back? And the answer is absolutely yes. So they can grow back. So if you gain weight, boy, they are going to grow and grow and grow. Oh, yes. So if I can give you any advice, try not to gain more weight after you have your breast. Actually had to have it twice because her breast grew back bigger than they were before. So right now, so when I first did my breast reduction, I was a K. Yeah, like halfway through the alphabet. I'll teach you both that, guys, later. But like a K in the alphabet, and now I am, sorry, so K to start with, we went to a double D, and now I am, I'd say probably sitting at about an F, right? So yeah, so definitely have gotten a little bit bigger there, but hopefully again it'll come down with continued weight loss. But yeah, that's what's up. Next question. Is it your turn?
Yeah. What made you want to share your YouTube story?
So what made me want to share my YouTube story? So initially when I started this, it was more just like to document my journey and like share kind of what I was going through and have something to kind of, you know, backtrack, because it started out initially because I was having my breast reduction and I wanted to lose 40 pounds before my breast reduction. And yeah, I just wanted to journal that. And then as I started doing that, and I think I kicked it off like maybe 6 months later after I'd just kind of been dabbling, if you will. I did my first Chloe Ting challenge. I'd never done one before, and I got some really amazing results. And I was like, okay. And the results were great, but I think the feedback was even better, right? Like I got tons of comments from literally people all over the world being like, you know what, like you're a big girl, you did this, and it kind of motivated me to at least try it, right? Because sometimes we see things that, you know, we think, oh, you know, that's for like that's for skinny people or that's for fit people or whatever. But like again, at almost 300 pounds, I did this Chloe Ting challenge, and it was cool, and it was good to see that there were other people who were kind of in my position, who were kind of just looking for some support and that sort of thing. So that's kind of how the channel really kind of kicked off, and I was like, okay, so there's more people like me out there. Why not just kind of share my journey, right? And also, you know, tune into other people's journeys as well and see how they're doing. So that's how the channel really kind of got off the ground.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but first you started posting a lot of like vlogs.
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
And then you started doing your breast reduction. And then you started doing your workout.
Okay. So yeah, there you go. Right? What's the other questions? Oh.
What is your favorite music to work out?
So for me, anything like what kind of gets me going is anything from like Alicia Keys, Rihanna, like sometimes Beyonce, but it depends. But like anything like female empowerment, that's my tip when I'm working out. Like I love to listen to that. And then hold on, I saw another question about what type of workouts do I like to do. You know what? Lately, it's like I always used to love like workout classes, whether I was at the gym or even with like Beachbody online and or on demand right now. Like I usually did like the workout classes, which are great. But I think I want to start getting into a little bit more strength training. I see people like Shea Butter and Pamela Frillett, and they're like doing some serious weights, right? Like we're talking about like benching like 100 and something pounds, and I'm like one day I would like to get to that point, right? Like, yeah, I think it's super cool. And just judging from like everything that I've read, because I think before I was always worried that, okay, if I do this or if I bench a lot of weight, I'm going to end up looking like a, you know what I mean? Like a beefcake. And I didn't want that, right? Like the idea was to slim down, but definitely as I'm doing my research and I'm really understanding, like weight training is a fantastic thing to actually burn the fat and turn it into lean muscle. So yeah, so I'm excited to start working on that. I have a call with my coach Lisa for the first time in a few weeks just after this. So I'm super excited to connect with her and just kind of get my head game going again and like put together a workout plan. But yeah, that's what's going on. Um, I think that's it for questions, right? Yep. Tomorrow I have, interestingly enough, I have a like my first interview. I was asked to be in a documentary called Killer in My Pocket. And it is about weight loss and just kind of the ups and downs of weight loss. So I'm going to be doing an interview for that documentary tomorrow. And I'm super excited about it. Something different, right? And it's nice kind of being asked to do something like that. It's out of my um, my experience right now, but anything like that, I'm always open to saying yes to. But I think we're going to wind down for today, and I want to thank everybody who sent in their questions, direct messaged me, and put it on YouTube. I hope you guys have an amazing week. Take care of yourselves. Try and find like, even if it's 10 minutes a day to like find your zen, right? Find your peace. Try and make sure that we're doing at least 10 minutes a day of just self-care for us. But yeah, you guys have an amazing week and I will see you. Did you just sneeze?
Yeah.
It's allergy season and it's like tearing through this house. You okay, baby?
Yeah.
Okay. And so, yeah, so I will see you guys next week. And I will be putting out that video about my sister lock hair journey. I had a couple of people like add little pieces in there. So it's going to be an interesting one. And I'm even getting Steve's opinion on, you know, what he's kind of either liked or didn't like about like my sister lock hair journey. So anyways, tune in. I will see you later. And if you guys didn't subscribe already, make sure you hit that
Subscribe button. Click that like button and click the bell.
Okay.
Get notified on all of Ramon's videos.
Awesome. Okay. Thank you guys so much. Have an awesome week. Bye, tribe.
Bye.